Hey y'all, it's day 5 of the Discoball tour for the Stories That Sparkle. Stories That Sparkle podcast. I'm in Memphis. I got here about 5 o'clock local time, Central Time. I forgot my cup. I'm out of sequence. I came into the Arrive Hotel, Arrive Memphis. It's right across, like almost directly across the street from the National Civil Rights Museum. Slightly down the hill a little bit is the motel in which Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. So, like, there's some heaviness here. When I got here, I was greeted by the valet Kendrick, who's 23. We had a whole chat. He's an old soul. He's an old soul. And we had a great chat. I was having a drink. He was working. He's the valet. So he was out there and having his shift meal. And yeah, I was just, we were just having a chat. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to introduce a camera to that because that's not going to be natural. Several chats. He has an amazing tattoo on his leg with this amazing quote. When you can't stay motivated, stay consistent, because being consistent will bring you back your motivation. I'm like, yes, please, more of that. I've been doing everything out of sequence today already, and it's only 7:30. I miss the man I'm dating. I don't know, I just feel really protective of him, so I don't want to say his name. But I really miss him. We had some great exchanges today. I really miss him and I love him, and it's kind of great to be doing all of the things, like having love in my life in this way, having love in my life with all these women I'm talking to, having love in my life with all these people I don't even know and that I'm getting to meet and chit-chatting with. Yeah, just a lot of love in my life, and my life is very big. Like I'm getting more courage, I think, and more inspired to just ad hoc it and like find people as I go along. I'm finding my groove. I'm in the lobby now to get a coffee, and the only other people here, well, maybe not, okay. Most of the people here are old white dudes. All right, so I just recorded an amazing conversation with Stephanie. My biggest takeaway was about the joy body. So how like underneath all the different layers is our joy body. And to really experience the fullness of the joy body, we often get to first experience deep griefs and pain. So, and yet if we keep going and allow ourselves to process through that, we can get to the joy body, which I'm like, yeah, I want the joy body. Yeah, it's like there's my way, what I think is the way. There's someone else's way, either for them or what they think for me, because they're uncomfortable with something I'm doing or not doing, or just uncomfortable, period, and they feel the need to tell me what I should be doing and how I should be doing it, or that's just how you do it. That's how it's always been done, so that's how you should do it too, right? And I'm like, how has it always been done? Like, has it been done like this? Has it been done like that? Like, I need to do it the way that it's always been done, right? And like try and fit myself into that way of doing it, when in reality, like, what if there's another way? Like you say, like, trust the nudge and follow the Camino. That part's the trusting part, that it's all going to work out. But like I said, every time I actually do just that, it always works out better.
Yeah.
This is my brother calling me. Ooh.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye. Hello? Look at you. You got your headphones on. You're like operational.
Yeah, well, I can walk again, so
Yeah.
walking itself helps a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm mobile. I'm in this little kitchen room here.
Aw.
The little kitchen.
Are you still in Heidelberg?
Make your own. Yeah, Heidelberg. Make your own tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the lip section also.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
The lip section has a.
You're in.
No, I'm more or less. I'm healthy again. I got the bypass, so it's now was healed. The wound was healed,
Right.
but the heart is healthy again. In that sense,
Mm-hmm.
it's healed now. The bones are all cut up. Everything is healed.
Right.
But basically, with the bypass, problem solved.
Okay. Well.
Well, it could have, and it was much worse. That was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But who knew?
Yeah.
There was no no light, no whatever, no
Interesting.
light flashback, nothing.
Nothing. That's
So-
fascinating.
That you can mention in your podcast. not always are these things like then. Do you have these visions of somebody
Yeah.
passing away? A life slips by you, you see whatever. No, nothing.
Wow.
But nothing until I saw a person over me, some medic, was laying on my back.
Wow.
Why on my back? I was surprised, laying on my back.
Right. You're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I can play tennis, but just, whatever, with needle or so. But to play again matches would mean I have to have no limit in my body.
And you have a limit. Mm-hmm.
Then I have to slow down, then it makes no sense.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. After everything happening, after Barbara dying, my job ending, sitting for 3-4 months just not knowing what to do and just grieving. I feel like ever since it's been this gradual progression towards, the mix is just the mix. It doesn't mean anything. It's neither good nor bad, right or wrong. It simply is the mix that wants to happen in this moment, in this time, in this place. And I get to trust that it has a purpose. It serves a purpose that I may never fully understand, know, realize, whatever, doesn't matter. After many, many years of not really wrapping my head around that, of trying to force, make happen, try and make such and such a thing, I'm about an hour and a half east something of Memphis, and I realized, oh my gosh, I crossed the Tennessee River, I think that's what it was, and I'm like, right, I remember both when I moved to New Mexico in 2010 with my ex-husband. We drove down from New York through Virginia, where my mom still lived, my childhood home, picked up a bunch of my stuff there, and then drove on from there, down the same route, down the spine of Virginia, the very western edge, through, I don't know if we went through Nashville in that sense, no, we didn't stop, but then we went through Memphis, so that's all I know about Memphis, is driving through it. And then when we left New Mexico, I was driving back this route on 40, going east, and this part of Tennessee was when I was it was a combination of okay, I can breathe again, because it was green and lush and trees and hills and very different landscape from the desert, even the high desert and the flatlands and leading up to that. But I'm telling y'all, I was in a state. I mean, I was driving back east with a small rental truck. My car was trailered behind. I had my dog Harley with me, and my father-in-law was driving most of the time. So it was like we hammered it out in like 3 days or something. And like my ex-husband had flown ahead and was staying with my mom because he was not in any condition physically because of his injury to drive that long. So there was no way. So he had broken his neck, his back, his coccyx. He had suffered a traumatic brain injury from a severe concussion, like hitting the concrete floor and a steel garage door being lowered onto his head. So it was pretty bad. And that was 11 years ago. Like almost this, like it was actually Labor Day weekend. Oh my gosh. It was Labor Day weekend that, like, I think I left there on Labor Day that year. Wow, this is all coming back to me. It was a different time of everything. It was a different me, a different life. I mean, it was just a whole other everything. And I just remember like sitting in this truck, like my hoodie on over my head, like I couldn't speak, like I had lost the capacity, and I was just sort of like pulling myself together because on our way, get the news that the place we were supposed to move into was no longer a place we could live in. So I had to like find something. So didn't know, as I'm driving across the country, didn't know where I was going, like where I was ending up. And I was the only one who was sort of like really like functioning at any kind of level to like make this shit happen and like make stuff happen. So it just came back to me that I've driven this way a few times, and like other versions of myself have driven this route. And so I'm really excited to be going back there and reclaiming not only this place of Santa Fe, but also the route. Like the drive, this whole experience, and doing it differently, doing it my way, doing it for a different purpose altogether. Service top notch. Kendrick, EJ, Lamaria, they're all been amazing. Lovely. Oh, Grant, the bartender. Never had such a great welcome at a hotel. So, yeah, I'm zooming. We're zooming. I'm almost in Memphis. So.
I know, and it's really nice that, I was really proud of you, because I know that was difficult for you to kind of just, okay, this is my part, this is what I gotta do, right?
Yeah, no, I'm like, I'm staying the course.
Yeah, and exactly, and he'd want you to do that.
Tomorrow to go to Dallas. There's a bunch of things I'm going to try and get done today, but I'm not sure any of them will happen. Stick around and comment below.